My name is Otho Peterman, and I'm a fiddle player. I played classical violin into high school, and then when I became a teenager, I decided that violins weren't cool, and I was, so I stopped playing the violin for a whole lot of years, and until I discovered bluegrass music. As God would have it, I came to Alachua County at a perfect time because it was the very beginning of the Florida State Fiddlers Association.
I took a course in
My name is Ron Whistler. We play, the name of our band is Just in Time. It's Carol Tactikian on the violin, or fiddle, excuse me. There is a difference, it's a fiddle. And this is Richard, he plays flat pick guitar and a little bass and mando and all that sort of stuff.
their state.
Bluegrass players they put picks on these fingers here and they play kind of like a roll, stuff like that. I used to play it years ago. Then I saw the light.
I'm Elizabeth Holly and I'm 18 years old. The feel of it, like the just kind of like family-friendly feel of the whole festival, because it was a lot bigger to me as a kid. Now it's kind of small, but like it definitely still has that feeling of childhood when you come to it. Just something to enjoy, as you can see with all the little kids here.
That's a good one. I'm sorry, try not to, when you say something good, I have to wait a little bit so I'm able to edit the video out. So that's why you see me backing up, because I know if I make noise while you're ending that sentence, I'm screwed. So that was great. That was great.
Anyway, a lot of my friends here that play choir banjo started playing bluegrass, and you hear that when you hear the most of the old time, what gets into your soul, I call it, is the feel of the music and the way it's presented and the way that people love the music and surround it. Because we've been to festivals, I've been going to festivals for years all over North Carolina, West Virginia, and the people from 6 to 89 or whatever they go, however they still hold a banjo, they still play this music and they all play it with the same fervor. It's not hardly it's changed. I shouldn't say that because some people put their own licks to it, like we do with our music. We play a lot of Carter family music, which is an old family from years ago. They were popular in the late 30s, early 40s. We played a lot of their music, but we put our own little lick to it. But it's still traditional.
Still has the roots.
Because we play it traditionally in the traditional fashion. And all the contests that they have in the state of Florida, which is noted for a lot of the way they play the instruments. And let me give you an example of, that was bluegrass, what I did a while ago with a pick and like that. The claw hammer is played, you put your hands like a claw, and you play, everything is picked down. Never pick up with the string, it's always picked down. That's claw hammer banjo.
So it's almost like you're transitioning a lot of the picking to the thumb and the forefingers.
Right.
Instead of rolling it.
Yeah, I play the melody with this finger here, and the thumb is just kind of like an afterbeat. It's a rhythmic thing, and then the stroke.
It seems melodic, really. It does come off.
Put it all together, and it comes out as a melody. So some people play more rhythmically than others. I try to play them all together. Try to play tunes out of it.
I play the guitar, and it seems like it almost seems like it's the same technique almost with the hammering on and the dropping stages and octaves and things
Pulling
like that.
on,
Scaling.
on. We have another one. Some of our movements are, we're all the same. We hammer on, we pull off, we slide up,
We slide down in octaves and things like that.
We do one called drop thumb. See, the thumb generally plays on this little drone string up
Right.
there. And, sometimes we'll drop it down and help play the melody. That's called a drop thumb. That's basically what it is. But traditionally, they play, when they start playing a tune, like the reason I have two banjos is because they're tuned different. Rather than bore the audience and tuning the banjo like that, I try to carry two banjos so that I have to do a lot of tuning on them. But when they start playing, and the reason they start playing when they're in a jam or in their music they play out in a dance, they'll play one key for, say, maybe an hour because they play all the tunes. Because even the fiddles retune. The fiddles retune and the banjos retune, and that way they did that for a reason, because in the old days when they didn't have microphones and stuff like that, when they played in the dance, you tune an instrument to like the key of D, and you put like 2 or 3 D strings in there, it's louder. So, and the same way with the fiddle. The fiddle
Makes a harmonic. It makes it harmonic.
Right.
Stands out. You play as almost one instrument instead of several.
Right.
Can you tell me? So you're telling me about your band. You're telling me about the different techniques. How about today's event? How long have you guys been out here and things like that?
Well, actually, this is our first time here. We got invited. It's like an invite only. He invites you, and he heard about us because Carol and I have been teaching at the Barber Mill Pioneer Settlement for about 5 years. We give free lessons down there to anybody who wants to learn an acoustic instrument. Not necessarily old time. We stress old time, but they can play anything they want, and we give free lessons down there. We've been doing that for 5 years, and the word got out about us. And we've won. I was state clawhammer banjo champion for a year or two. And as long as Chuck Levy's here, he was a banjo champion. And the other guy, Bob Lanham, is also. They're all good buddies of mine. We swap licks and tell lies to each other.
So it's almost like it's a mount of banjo men out here today.
Yeah.
Okay. So other than that, how long have you guys been playing up on the stage now?
Well, Carol and I have been playing together for about 5 years, and we just acquired Richard here. So we first started out. My late wife played with us. She's a little tiny lady that wanted to play the bass, so she was playing the bass. But anyway, that's how we started out, and she passed away a couple, 3 years ago, 4 years ago, I guess. And Carol and I just kept playing, because traditionally in the mountains, a band was fiddle and a banjo, because the bass and the guitar was never popular back in the 30s and the 20s and, turn of the century and stuff. So all they had was banjos and fiddles.
Yeah, and once obviously the British invasion happened, it started going towards more guitar and the more rock and roll.
Now another good thing, instrument about old-time music, when she tunes her fiddle, she does what they call a cross tune. She has 5 fiddles to her name, and not a one of them are tuned to standard fiddle tuning. That's how many different fiddle tunings she knows. She's got one over there she plays. The fiddles have 4 strings, and 3 of them are tuned to D. Plays some really weird.
Just different. Are they just different octaves? Like one's drop, one's up. All right. Yeah. Sharps and flats.
But what it does, it gets a lot of droney stuff to it. And that's where the Scottish part of this music comes out, and you hear those drones in there, and it comes out like the old bagpipes, with the drone pipes sticking on. That's what it's.
So how long have you guys been? When time did you guys get out here?
We got here about 12, I guess it was. We've been playing for 2.5 hours.
What's the longest time you guys played as a band? Like in one complete
One
set?
set?
Yes.
Well, we played one time. When we first started out, we wanted to play and get noticed. We played at a farmer's market once. We played for 5 hours without stopping.
We did take
Yeah, short breaks, but mostly it was just like straight 5 hours.
So how have you grown not only as a musician but also as a band member over the past couple years? Since the farmers market incident, when you
yeah.
first were going to get noticed. Now tell me, how can you kind of explain that transition from farmers market to now?
Well, what we
We've won about 23 awards since then.
Can you restate that so I can hear it on camera?
We've won about 23 awards playing music. This style of old-time music in the States. We travel all over the state of Florida playing.
Do you mind if I get your phone number?
No, go ahead. It's on the card.
Oh, it's on the card. Oh, perfect. It's a whole card. All right.
We have a Facebook page on there. It's not on there, but
No, it is. Just in time.
Okay, there it is.
Yes, sir. Thank you guys so much. I'm Brandon, by the way.
Yeah,
So
nice to meet you.
Thank you
want
for
to get a
sharing your
little